Spec ED209 on.
Alright, third set on Grand Line SC. Grand Line. It's the best line ever. I dare you to draw a better line than this. Not gonna happen. Except up at the 2 o'clock position in Teal is Shine. So that means down at the 8 o'clock position in red is Hiya. Oh, Shine looking uber focused. Has to win it for Ma. His mom's in the audience. Gotta win it for the Ma. Otherwise, she'll just nag him to death for losing. And so that's a good incentive to win. Shine, why didn't you take down that SCV scout? Get off my back, Mom! Yeah, it'll go something like that. Yeah, since we have cross positions, you can expect a longer game from these two. And it's good to finally see a game go to this map. Haven't seen many Grand Line SC maps this season. A lot of 2-0 shutouts. But yes, look at this sand. I feel like I just dip my toes into the sand. Well, not that sand. It's covered with creep. And there would be tiny broodlings nipping at your toes if that were to happen. Well, I guess that could happen on the sand, too, with the trimmer worms coming out to bite you. Always goes back to Kevin Bacon. But alright, Shine. It would be so weird not to see Shine move into the round of 16. But now both guys have 1-1. Still anyone's game, but Shine, like I said, he's become such a fixture in the OSL, and that's a little strange because he's only been around a couple of seasons in the OSL. Made a big name for himself in the Ever OSL, of course, by defeating the likes of Bisu and Stork, before losing and crumbling in the semifinals to Movie. But still, he got to the semifinals. It's a big, big accomplishment before losing to a Protoss versus Zerg specialist like Movie, who ended up going for Dark Archons, lots of ridiculous stuff. There's the VIP section for guys who, basically the VIP section is saying, hey, I paid money, put me on the camera, woohoo! And okay, Shine has put down his 12 hatch, going to throw down that spawning pool soon enough, unless he's going for 3 hatch before pull. I don't think he's going to do that, although it is a possibility. There comes a spawning pool for Shine. So we are going to see a nice standard game from these two guys to close this thing out. And Hiya played so good in that first set, I'm starting to think that the second set was kind of a fluke from him. Well, he just kind of crumbled, didn't quite have the right wall in that he needed. Oh, that's a nice angle. It's always great when the cameramen do different angles, because they're very set in their ways as to what they do. Shaking things up a little bit. Now Hiya is going to go out and throw down his command center. So we're probably going to see Shine get his third base soon enough just to try to compete with Hiya here. Hiya did put down his barracks first. He didn't go for a 14cc or anything. That's just because he knows how aggressive a player Shine can be when he wants to be. I mean, that's how he did so well in the Ever OSL, going for super aggressive plays. I'm remembering his last game against Stork. It was just such a aggressive forward push with Hydras and Mutalisk at the same time. Very, very scary thing, especially on Heartbreak Ridge, which was what the map that game was on. But it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Shine to get that done on these 4-player maps. As you see, you try to be as aggressive as possible on Eye of the Storm, but this map is going to be even more difficult with that giant ridge that Terran could just take in the middle of the map. So I'm interested to see if we're going to see, I don't know, hard to tell what's going to come from Hiya, because I've seen Hiya go for Lockdown on one particular map that I forget. It's that map with the Arbiter on it and the Lurker eggs. The neutral Arbiters, which is wacky. But he went for a Lockdown strategy against Free. Good stuff. The Academy coming up again. Looks like seeing another similar build from Hiya. See if he can make it work for himself this time around. I think it's going to be a lot easier to hold that natural expansion. He put down the bunker, but that bunker a lot closer to the choke this time around. It's going to be a lot more difficult to do that Zergling run by. And not to mention the distances between the bases. He'll be able to go out with a scout soon and see if there is some early aggression coming his way. Spire coming out for Shine, going for a 3-hatch. Mutalisk this time around. Throw down a second extractor. You get the gas for those mutas. The very standard opening from him. So he's not playing as aggressively as I thought. I thought he would go for an opening with a bunch of Zerglings again, try to run by with the Zerglings, get that done. That seems to be popular for all Zerg players these days, is to just invest all of your minerals to Zerglings at the very beginning, see if you can get that done. If you can't, your backup plan is the Mutas, which come in from about 2 or 3 hatcheries. Very scary build for Terran these days. But, okay, Spire getting ready to pop up for Shine. See if we can get any SCV kills with the initial Mutas before Hiya adapts. Because it looks like Hiya is going for a similar build that he did in the first game, which is to go for a scan first and then eventually get turrets up if he needs them. So he's going to scan the bases first. This is a lot like Flash used to do. Flash is kind of shaking his build up these days, but this is normally what he used to do. Throw down 2 scans, scan the main and the natural expansion, and catch that building that comes up. There's the scan, catching the Spire, so now Hiya knows what's up. He's going to be able to build his turrets, get that ready to go. Of course, he's going to be a little bit late with that, but here come the Medic Marines getting ready to run between the bases. There's a stem being prepared. As Shine is doing a very, very similar build to his Eye of the Storm thing, even at the same positions. He's taking the 10 o'clock position again. And Hiya is moving out. Oh, it's going to look a lot similar to the first set, as he's going to try to draw those Mutalisks back to the natural expansion. Going out, being this aggressive, he's making Shine make a decision like, am I going to attack the SCVs or protect my own base? And 99.9% of Zerg players are going to protect their own base. So he's going to deny that harassment of his 2 bases. Very smart play. Finally, the engineering bay going to come up, going to get that +1 attack soon. I'm not sure if he's going to try to break through the natural before the +1 attack is done, though. Might just try to run back and forth, in the middle of the map, snipe as many mutas as he can. I'm waiting for reinforcements right now. But I don't think he's going to be able to break through without +1 attack for those Marines. So slowly inching his way up the map, getting the turrets in position. Nice defensive position now, as his +1 attack is being researched. Trying to find that 3rd base. He kind of guessed that it would be down at the 5 o'clock position. That's why he scanned down there. So now I think he's going to make his way to the other corner and find that 3rd base. Looks like he's going... Oh, I thought he was going to go straight up. Check the top expansion first, but looks like he is in the know now. He's going to go straight for that 10 o'clock position. And this could play out a little bit too much like the first game for Shine's taste if he doesn't go up and find some way to defend that new base.